Hello everybody and welcome to 60 Seconds Reatomized. This is like a roguelike game. Post-apocalyptic. The tutorial. We'll start with that. 100% approved by the establishment. Learn all about how to scavenge and survive in the event of a nuclear apocalypse. This tutorial is 100% approved by the establishment. Begin adventure. Soup can be stored up for 737 years. Welcome to your atomic scavenge drill. Pay attention, you might hold the grab control to skip my words, but every time you do, the reds will. No time to waste. Get moving and head to the marked in front of you. Did it. Good job. There might just be hope for you yet. Just keep those legs moving. Keeping them moving. Look at my legs. They're moving. One more time. You know the drill. Move to the yellow X in the living room. I got you. Look at me. I've knocked some shit over. Not bad, but you better be good, in good shape. There's more where that came from. Okay. Fun time's over. It's a matter of life or death. Find your son Timmy now. Timmy. Are you Timmy? Good thing you know the layout of your house. I bet you the Reds know it too. Timmy. Family comes first. Grab Timmy. He'll be the first to visit your cozy shelter. How do I... Oh, into... Oh, find... Does it have to be the highlighted one? Okay. It has to be the highlighted soup can, specifically. Excellent choice. This could sustain a family for of four for a day. Every American atomic shelter also needs supply of water. Hunt for some bottles. Bottles of water. Bottles of water. Bottles of water, though. There's a bottle. You can only carry so much, and every item weighs at least one slot. You have to drop whatever you're carrying before you can pick up more. And then find a radio and grab it. So I have to keep coming back to it. And toss it down there. Can I save my family, please? Our incredibly advanced warning system gives you 60 seconds to scavenge what you need. Get yourself to safety. Let's give it a try. Okay? Collect at least 5 more items and family members in the next 60 seconds to make sure you find yourself close to the shelter when the time is up. Okay. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. There's no room. You take up 3 slots. Holy shit. Get in there. Grab the gun. There we go. Drop him off. Oh, give me some more soup. Go drop it off. Give me this briefcase. I don't know what's in it. Give me that flashlight. Thank you. This seems useful. The map seems useful. Another water bottle. It's all in my way. Checkers, sure. I'm about to die, dude. Go. How do I... Now you know what you how to get what you need to survive, but your training is far from over. I'll see you downstairs for the survival training. Okay. I still don't know if it just has me hop down at 60 seconds or if I have to be near it. I don't think I grabbed a med kit. Day 1. I mean, looks like we're doing all right. You made it to the shelter, congratulations, but the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you, nothing else. You'll need to make the most of it. The next few days should teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants when your survival journal is not open yet or hidden. First things first, you must ration food and water. If you don't wine and dine yourself and the folks you've brought with you, you can bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of day again. As long as you have food and water available, ration it out to a given person by selecting the picture of a can or a bottle under their portrait, or instantly ration out both by clicking the character's image. Of course, you might save your supplies for later, but a normal person can survive 4 days without water. As to food, the longer you deny your people rations, the weaker they will get and might eventually get sick. Even if you manage to cure them, it'll take you quite a few cans and a lot of time to replenish their strength. Time to ration supplies. Well, looky here, we got... Boom. Since this is your first day down here, you'll need to get used to the surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts. If you don't occupy yourself with something to do, get a decent rest and carry on tomorrow night. Good morning, survivalists. Hope you slept well. Beds comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it since you'll be staying here for a while. We'll start with today's activities with rationing since you need to do it every day, but after that we will move on to something else. Got your attention? Good. Now listen, there is a risk you'll run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are critical for your survival. If they're gone, you will be gone sooner than you can say corn dog. So sometimes you need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though, tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today, we will skip preparations and jump directly into sending someone brave outside. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Dolores is quite well, or she can't find anything to complain about today. Timmy is on his best behavior. How long will it last? Ration out supplies. Sending people into the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask, then you can bet it's a suicide mission for them. Send a healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt, or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you'll need to send someone out, but if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. Timmy, go for it, my dude. This is a drill, so your explorer will come back after a little while, but in the event of a real apocalypse, they might be gone for a couple of days. In the meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that'll test you to the limits. I'm talking about making decisions that can break even the best of men's moral spine. We'll see what clay you're made of. But first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone starving now, do we? Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Mary Jane said she's fine and doesn't need anything. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, but you could probably use yours now. Picture this scenario. You come across your kid's hamster who in some bizarre way found his way into the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now it's up to you. Do you cook him? Yes. You gotta make do. Okay. Good choice. Everyone had a bite, and fresh meat will not be as easy to come by in the days ahead. Best to take any chance you can get to eat. Believe me, you will find yourself and your family in a much more dire circumstances than this. And there won't be a hamster around to save your ass. Ration out supplies. Hopefully we get some stuff soon. You might be faced with decisions that require you to use your equipment. However, sometimes you might find you don't have the one item that was supposed to save the day. So make sure you scavenge the right supplies before the blast. Keep in mind, every item can be used for something. What do you want to do today? Clean a rifle? Listen to the radio? Or maybe play shadow bunnies with your flashlight? Listen to the radio. You're back. You got a first aid kit, but dude, we're almost out of food. The radio is critical to establishing communications with the U.S. Army, as well for listening out for any trouble that might be heading your way. If you get lucky, maybe you'll catch some music too. Good news, everyone. The expedition is back. Sometimes they'll return with extra supplies, sometimes they won't. Other times they'll come back with a nasty injury or even radiation sickness. Believe me, you don't want to get those. I hear glowing in the dark isn't as fun as it sounds. This time your explorer was hurt. Yep, there he is. A little banged up. But they will recover after a proper use of first aid kit. How convenient. You got hurt and got a first aid kit. Sure. We're gonna first aid kit you. You're hurt and hungry. Everybody's skipping a meal. You need at least one alive adult to keep going. If you send your only survivor to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. And when they do, the shelter might already belong to someone else. A decent padlock may protect it, but not for long. This was a busy day. Take some time and get your sleep. You made it this far. You're doing great and have a chance of getting out of this foxhole. Hopefully soon, but don't quote me on that. We've only just sent someone outside, but let's give it another go today, shall we? The first time you were only asked to pick one one brave volunteer to save the day. This time you will also get a chance to equip your explorer with some useful gear. Feed your troops, and I'll see you at the shelter entrance. You're hungry. You're all fine. Timmy, you get the last of it. You're gonna take a gun. Morning, people. You probably asked yourself one simple question. What's the point of sitting in this atomic shelter? Why don't I just leave? Well, leaving is a death sentence. If the radioactive sickness doesn't kill you, then the giant scorpions will. You can trust me on that. Your one chance is our boys arriving to rescue you, so every good citizen needs to do one thing: seek contact with the U.S. military and await a rescue. Everybody's gonna have to deal with it. You're hungry, you're thirsty, you're also thirsty. No. The rescue ain't coming today, but we'll come get you eventually. You need to keep your radio operational and be ready to venture out into the waste. However, you also need to be careful. It might not be only our soldiers out there. There could be bandits, or worse, commies. Just imagine what will happen if the Reds discover you. So let's agree to the rules for this drill. You can only open this door if someone knocks 2 times. Am I clear? 2 times. D8. What did you do to the gun? You did get some food stuff. You'll need to remember that some days will be very intense. A lot of things will happen that you'll need to be prepared for. That's why any day that gives you a break is a blessing. And if you need to make sure you make the most of it, eat, drink, and relax while thinking about all those commie bastards who don't have a comfy bunkers like you. That thought always gets me through the day. We found the tented hotel in ruins, but there was plenty to look through. Pieces of furniture, suitcases, and other hotel supplies were scattered all over the place. Now we know the secret of the restaurant chef. It's tomato soup. +1. Every room was stocked with water bottles for guests. A few of them remained relatively untouched. +1. So much for a rifle. It was damaged during the expedition. Okay, what are you? Hungry? Dehydration. Dehydration. Hungry. You get soup, you get soup, you get water, you get water. As long as you keep your shelter stocked and remain cautious, you should be okay. Every choice you make may come back to bite you in the ass, even after a few days or weeks. Consider your options carefully. This is a drill, but if the nukes start dropping, it'll be a totally different story. We're not gonna last much longer in here. If I were you, I'd check the door. Our extraction team might be coming for you any day now, but be careful. This is a post-apocalyptic scenario, and you never know what's coming. You are hungry and thirsty. You're just hungry. You're fine. You're fine. Hungry and thirsty. Hungry. Someone's at the door. You hear several knocks. If you listen closely, you can make a secret. No. We're looking for 2 knocks. You're thirsty. You're all fine. I mean, yeah, you're all fine. You're thirsty and hungry, but we can only quench your thirst here. As you were counting imaginary sheep in your head, another series of knocks broke your concentration. Someone's really hammering on the door and probably not taking no for an answer. 2 knocks. 2 knocks is the pattern repeating. Yes. The end. Good job, you're safe and sound with our brave soldiers. And now we can all have some apple pie. You deserve it. We spent 11 days in our shelter. Nice. So you get 60 seconds to set up your entire survival, is what it seems like. Interesting. We will do another run next time and probably do this one, this one, this one right here, which is the normal way of playing the game. So there's a bunch of achievements. We don't know what they do, but we got one for complete the government endorsed Fallout drill. Alright, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Goodbye.